service on Water Wednesdays during the CBC Evening News.
So shine your light for me. Don't hide it now, don't let it fall to the ground. Smile for me, don't wanna see you wear a frown. So if I say you're beautiful, you should agree. And if I say you're wonderful, you should agree. And if I say you're gorgeous now, you should agree. And if I say you're adorable, you should agree. You belong on a stage for the universe to see. Pure love you would inspire, so pour it out for me. Don't hold it back, just let it flow from your heart. Oh, just let it flow from your heart. The world waits for you to take your light into the dark. So if I say you're beautiful, you should agree. Yeah, you're beautiful.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados. More educators have their say about the Springer schoolgirl incident. The Papa faces a new threat, and in sports, the Barbados Davis Cup team prepares for a tough assignment.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Arthur with the Saturday, February 27th edition of the CBC Evening News. The debate continues over the recent incident at the Springer Memorial School. That's where a student was suspended for refusing to pick up garbage when asked to do so by a teacher. The topic was the center of discussion as the Barbados Union of Teachers hosted a forum on issues facing education. Both panelists voiced their strong support for the stance taken by the principal of the Springer Memorial School, who backed her teachers despite public outcry in some quarters. Dr. Ken Marshall, former head of the BUT and a UWI lecturer, says her action speaks to effective principal leadership.
The principal stood her ground and she supported her teachers. And that, to my mind, speaks to the whole issue of effective principal leadership and doing what you have to do with fear of what others may say. So for me, the bigger issue there was the fact that the principal stood her ground and she supported her teachers. And to my mind, that is critical in our schools, effective principal leadership. That was the issue for me.
And President of the Barbados Association of Public Primary School Principals, Ivan Clark, agrees. He says students and teachers need to have a greater sense of ownership when it comes to their school.
It's your school, and you give ownership to it. And giving ownership to it is ensuring, one, that it's very clean, making sure that the surroundings tidy and everything. And I think that just asking someone to just maintain that plant is nothing big.
The pawpaw crop in Barbados appears to be under siege, and local officials are looking for answers to destroy the new threat. Entomologist at the Ministry of Agriculture, Ian Gibbs, spoke about the problem in a presentation about crop pests. He was speaking at the DLP lunchtime lecture. Mr. Gibbs says the pawpaw has no natural predator, but Trinidad has found a way to address the issue. He explains what the new threat is.
That is pawpaw bunchy top. That's a particularly type of, is a phytoplasma that is vectored or carried by a different type of insect called a leafhopper. This particular tiny leafhopper, when it goes and feeds on an infected pawpaw, they take it up, you can take it to phytoplasma, and then go and feeds on a healthy one, transmitted.
Over 300 booths were on display when the second day of AgriFest got underway this morning in Queen's Park. Patrons had a variety of options, including items from some first-time exhibitors.
And we are
Samuel Gittings of Opetija Nobre says his first time at AgriFest has been rewarding. His team creates and sells fashionable accessories using recycled materials.
The response has been tremendous, and we found that persons see the stuff, go home, they get their funds, they come back and they buy. So it is going very well, and I think persons understand that it's something that you can use as a specific gift.
Apart from the traditional fruit and vegetable exhibits, patrons also had the opportunity to be pampered by the Comfort Body Massage team.
I call Saturday's Bajan Day. It's a little slow, but other than that, it should pick up as the afternoon comes around.
Other highlights included the stall of the Barbados Agricultural Development and Marketing Corporation, which offered a variety of treats, including cassava sponge cake and cassava cookies.
We have here to my right some of the cassava ginger cookies, cassava regular cookies, as well as sweet potato cookies, which are very, very decadent, very, very lovely, very enjoyable cookies, are very popular, especially with the kids. The response has been quite honestly overwhelming.
Young students representing 4-H clubs also participated.
So far, AgriFest is going well. The people are buying out the cookies that we baked on Thursday at our school, our primary school, and so far the day is going great.
And from all reports, the organizers are expecting yet another bumper crowd.
We expect a good turnout of patrons this afternoon. And of course, we're hoping that the patrons who actually turn out will enjoy the show in terms of what it is offering at the moment.
The exhibition continues tomorrow morning. Denise Blackman, CBC News.
Some new chefs have thrown their utensils in the ring, so to speak, to be picked for the highly competitive Barbados culinary team. Assistant Executive Vice President of the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association and manager of the competition, Michelle Smith-Mears, outlined the various competition rules and what the judges expect of them as they battle for a place on the team. She says the process is about personal development.
Being a part of the culinary team is more than going away to competitions or representing Barbados overseas or being part of the food festival or like doing demos. Today, this whole weekend, we have culinary team chefs doing demos at AgriFest and etc. It is about building yourself as a professional. It's about taking the opportunities that this process affords you to move yourself forward.
We'll have more news in just a moment.
Keep on playing.
Learning about life is learning not to give up. Falling and standing up again with you by their side. And for the toughest stains, you can always rely on Breeze laundry detergent. Breeze, with the extra power of pre-treaters, removes the toughest stains, even in a quick wash.
Keep on playing.
Breeze, unbeatable on the toughest stains.
Distributed by Massey Distribution.
It's a condition often linked to the older generation, but some Barbadians are being diagnosed by Alzheimer's disease at an earlier age. President of the Barbados Alzheimer's Association, Pamelia Brayton, pointed to the trend during the opening of a regional Caribbean conference on Alzheimer's and dementia at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center.
We are seeing many people in their 50s, 60s, and even 30s and 40s. The conference will bring to you development of dementia plans, greater understanding of the disease, more dialogue, whether scientifically or in research, policy and practice, and of course, care. The Barbados Alzheimer's Association has many plans for the future. We have already increased our participation program from twice a year to every month.
Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett says the country cannot give up on the fight against Alzheimer's. He says it can't be won through any single initiative,
but must be conquered by a synchronized effort by all. Commendably, the Alzheimer's Association does not work autonomously, but it is undergirded by medical practitioners, businesses, and other entities who support the association by making presentations, delivering lectures, and organizing promotion and awareness campaigns.
Deputy Executive Director of Alzheimer's Disease International, Johan Voss, describes Alzheimer's as a cruel disease. He says there are projections the number of people with the disease will increase.
According to the research that we have done at the moment, there are something like an estimated 48 million people with dementia worldwide. And that is set to increase to 131 million people by 2050. And 2050 is not that far away. And if you then consider that for every person with dementia, there is at least 3 family caregivers, so you can easily multiply those figures that I've just quoted you by a factor of 3, then you can start to sense the impact that Alzheimer's has.
Communications took center stage as the students of the Blackman and Gollop Primary School toured the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. Kishmar Sinjus was on hand with the youngsters who were eager to learn how the CBC operates.
These Class 1 students from the Blackman and Gollop Primary School are keen not only to see, but to learn. Armed with past newscasts, these budding journalists, reporters, and presenters show just how good they are.
No new cases in Barbados, but health officers are reporting that 268 supported cases have been confirmed to the Ministry of Health. West Indies have now slipped to 9th in the world. Barbados Pride captain Jason Holder says that his team failed to put together a good platform at the start, and he also praised the performance of Darren Bravo.
Teacher Pauline Rogers says the tour formed part of their project on communication. The theme, Let's Stay Connected.
We have a parent whose child is in one of the classes, and we use her as a resource person, so we came on a tour to let the children see what a communication center is all about and how it works.
Feedback was rolling in during the tour.
I like the music. I learned that they have to use a lot of equipment to prepare for tonight's news. Everybody has to do a lot of work to get ready. I learned that there are a lot of studios and there are a lot of shows.
Today on my tour, I like to go on 98.1 The One. It was the best, the coolest, and the most one I love the best.
This little one wants to work at CBC when she grows up.
I want to be a DJ.
You want to play what kind of music?
I want to play soca music.
Which station?
98.1 The One.
Students on their return to the classes will later write a composition on their visit. They will even act out reporting and news reading scenes. Kishmar Senjis, CBC News.
And those are Class 1 students reading very well. We've been reporting on Black History Month activities, well, all month long. And the ladies of the accounts department here at the CBC didn't want to be left out. They turned out this week beautifully attired in their African wear. Spokesperson Juliet Comerbach explains how they came up with the concept.
As a sub-department, we decided we wanted to build more morale, more inspirational spirit. So from November, we started decorating our section of the office. So since then, came with this idea that next year let's do something for Black History Month and let's wear our clothes. So we all decided it was a good idea. So we all did wear our clothes, and although each style is different and unique, we still felt together. More morale, more teamwork.
And they've promised to try to get the rest of us here at the CBC on board next year. Great job, ladies, great job. Sports News is next.
On behalf of the Barbados Horticultural Society, let me welcome all plant lovers to AgroFest 2016, which takes place February the 26th, 27th and the 28th. We, the Horticultural Society, will be having many, many beautiful arrangements for you to look at and enjoy, because next year is a special year for this society. So we welcome you all to AgroFest.
A lot of people think that fast bikes are cool, and the girls sure like the guys who ride them. But like so many things about life, you gotta be careful. Having sex without a condom is like riding a bike without a helmet. It's just plain dumb. It's okay to have fun as long as you're smart about it. My name is Daniel the Lion Fortress, and I'm different, and I'm making a difference.
Live up, love, protect, respect.
The Digicel Sports Roundup is brought to you by Digicel 4G, Barbados' fastest 4G network, with speeds more than twice as fast as the other network. Dial *153 to sign up today.
Don't let your data experience slow you down. Step up to Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network, more than twice as fast as the slow network. Get more with Digicel, with free music streaming, free WhatsApp, free Facebook, free Instagram, and free Twitter. Digicel, the fastest 4G network in Barbados. Dial *153 to sign up to Digicel today.
And good evening to you. I'm Sean Green with the Sports News. Dwayne Bravo half-century was enough to lift the West Indies to an 18-run victory over Zimbabwe in their first unofficial T20 warm-up in preparation for the T20 World Cup. The right-handed batsman struck 55 as the West Indies tallied 147 for 7 off their 20 overs at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Wicketkeeper Danish Ramdin hit 40 and the captain Darren Sammy an unbeaten 21. In reply, Zimbabwe were limited to 129 for 7. Well, despite a devastating 8-wicket haul by Nikita Killer Miller, the Barbados Pride still enjoyed a first innings lead of 40